I got promoted on average once a year throughout my entire career. That's officially. Unofficially, I was promoted even quicker through roles on projects. In my industry, you do not need to have an official promotion in order to take on higher roles inside of a project. For example, you can be an associate engineer and take on the role of deputy project management, depending on your competency and the size of the project. There are pros and cons to this, but that's for a separate video. So, in my 10 years, I went from an entry-level engineer through all the levels of engineering, then from a project manager through levels of project management. And in parallel, I went from being the junior engineer to a senior engineer to a task lead to a discipline lead to a engineering lead. And then when I left the technical route, I went from being the deputy project manager to a project manager to a group lead to leading a unit inside of a program. By the way, none of this was sequential. I was still pretty green into my engineering career when I became a project manager on a specific project. And the longest time period between promotions that I had was the first 2 years of my career. Then I got smart and I learned how to promote myself. So I often get sought out for advice on how I got promoted and how I ended up where I am so early on in my career. So here are 9 things that I did to get promoted fast. First up, become technically competent. In a technical career, at the end of the day, you do have to be technically competent and understand how the work is developed, even if eventually you want to leave the technical world and move into the management world. Having that technical competency opens you up to so many opportunities because people will want to have you on their projects, and that will get noticed. When you are part of the A team and you're part of the team of people that clients want on their projects and project managers want on their projects because they know that they are technically competent and will get things done right and on time and in budget, you get noticed. My next suggestion is refining your soft skills, especially good communication skills. It is very rare to find someone who is technically competent and has good communication skills. Someone who can explain the technical difficult things to understand in a way that is easily digestible, as well as someone who can coordinate, someone who can talk to the client. Having really good communication skills opens you up to so many opportunities to engage with stakeholders, the client, other consultants, really facilitating the delivery of a project. And that will get you promoted quickly because it is such a highly valued skill. My next suggestion is learning how to think critically of the project as a whole and how we all fit together in a puzzle. It is very easy to get overly focused in just your task and delivering your task and forgetting that you are actually just one little piece of the puzzle. So when you're thinking critically through an entire project and you're thinking about every single discipline requiring to be coordinated within schedule and within budget so that we increase profitability, and you're thinking critically through potential risks and problems that can arise that you can bring up before they happen, that is going to get you promoted. Every project manager wants team members who are thinking through the project critically and are not just there to deliver something and move on, be done with it, but they're thinking and they're worried of the project as a whole. I don't know how many times I had the "I think I deserve a promotion" talk with my supervisors, probably too many. But if you're not asking for your promotions, you're not going to get them. Don't wait and expect for others to notice the work that you're doing. Make sure that periodically you are evaluating yourself and what you're doing in your career and you're asking for those promotions. Ask for it. Next one, visibility. Goes kind of hand in hand with what I just said. Don't expect for your supervisor to be watching what you're doing and just expect them to know that you're providing value. Make sure that you make yourself visible. You can do that by making sure you attend all the in-person meetings, making sure you are fostering those good relationships with the people not just at your level, but your project managers, the clients, going to professional organization events where you are talking with the industry, being out there, actually having all of those interactions that make you very, very visible. It's going to be a lot easier to get a promotion when you don't have to explain what you do and how you contribute to the industry, but your boss actually knows that you're out there, they know your name. People at higher levels know your name, they know who you are, they know what you do because you are making yourself visible. So, don't just stay at your desk and do good work. I wish that was enough because it should be enough. But really, if you're looking to get promoted fast, you need to make sure that you're making yourself visible to others. My next suggestion is know your goals and know your direction. You cannot get promoted into whatever role you want to be if you don't know where you want to go. Make sure you are a filtered yes man. So you are taking on all the opportunities that you can that align with your objectives and your goals. Obviously, don't sacrifice your mental health or anything like that. Make sure you know your own balance and your own limits. Next one, nothing beats hard work and dedication. The long hours that I put in early on in my career truly helped me understand much quicker my role, the projects, the company as a whole, the business as a whole. It really helped me gain that advantage from my peers. I'm not saying that everyone needs to do this. Everyone has their own path, their own goals, their own way of living through life. I'm just sharing what I did to get promoted fast. Finally, don't forget that you are working for a corporation. So make sure that you are not losing sight of your goals and ensuring that your job and what you're doing in that specific company still align with your goals. And if they don't, figure out a way to make sure that they do or leave and find a place that does align with your goals so you can get yourself promoted. Learning self-value and the value of your skills and looking for opportunities elsewhere will help you get promoted. So if you've been in a company for a long time and you're getting promoted step by step slowly, or potentially you got stagnant, don't be afraid to look for opportunities elsewhere, because one of the easiest ways to get a promotion and the promotion that you're looking for is by looking for it outside of your company. Do that with good judgment though. As a young one in the industry, I wanted to get promoted fast and I wanted to make more money quickly. I wanted to learn and be the biggest sponge out there. I love observing people who were in places that I wanted to be myself. And I was a little ego-driven also, thinking that I knew better than everyone else on how to get myself there. So I definitely failed a lot and they hurt big time. But I did succeed in fast-pacing my career and getting myself there very quickly. Sometimes maybe a little too quickly. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.